to Laramie, Wyoming, at one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will start this game off. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Short hands, it's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference, offense.
So instead of having a first down, they'll back it up. The offensive pass interference that defenses everywhere wish would be called more often. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Boise State Broncos offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. The hand to the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Line is set on third down. Scanning the field, it's Svoboda. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown. for this offense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Shakes off the defender. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Genty. Ran through the contact. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Working that left side. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner school with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, running back on the move. Running with power. Just knocking away defenders. Off he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Looking for room. It's Genty. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see this year. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. A new set of downs after the completion. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that snow's coming down. It's even thicker than rain. It just affects the football. You can't get as much juice on it. And you could tell the QB couldn't get it to the wide receiver where he wanted to, and the defender made a beautiful play.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39. The back goes in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Bulls his way forward.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Cowboys have it with a first and 10. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The Cowboys aren't threatening on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Svoboda. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And the D denied him on second and goal. They'll try to blast their way in.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's caught. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Broncos are flying down the field. They'll run it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They want to see if they can score the deuce. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. Excellent job walking through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Svoboda. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. Anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Coming after it. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a kick earlier in the game. Threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Spits it out to the back. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's King. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it on the counter. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Svoboda. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send out that offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. They they knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To the air, it's Svoboda. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to pass on second down. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second.
On second down, wants to throw. He's got it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Genty. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over.
On the set.
Incomplete, he was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosive play there on the move all the way to the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long runs to create the turnover.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
On the ready.
And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Gets it out fast. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Svoboda. Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the punt. Swing him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for room. It's Genty. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Broncos will punt this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The give to the back. And the Cowboys get it past the sticks.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. The bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They want that clock to run. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That is no good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Svoboda. Makes his connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Going up top on first down. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed on the outside, it's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where
home game in one way. We get them on the blue. And that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Beavers will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Broncos offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that move.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The option look, and not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Broncos are on the move. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's done. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Broncos line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
This is the 8th play of this long drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running to the left. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Gobranson. Fires one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off with 20 seconds. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the first down. And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. He's going to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Card. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Beavers line up to punt it away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Gobranson. Pocket starts to collapse. This time he's got his man. Stopped after making the catch. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
With the catch, it's Carr. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. To the ground, he's got it again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now the throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gulbranson. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tough. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. He'll do it himself.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed, try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Got his man quickly. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to punch it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off Leland or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Just keeps moving. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Snagged in the middle, it's Carr. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Branson. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Beavers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half and get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted.